Hello folks, my name is Mark. This is Why I Hate the World. How you guys doing? So, haven't made a video in a while, but I thought I should get up off my lazy ass and talk about the government shutdown. Because we are getting close to the longest government shutdown in history. It's currently at 32 days. And if it gets past 35, then Donald Trump will have the longest government shutdown ever. I guess that's no surprise. What the hell is this shutdown all about? What's going on? Well, the Democrats are the ones that have decided to shut the government down this time because they want to extend the ACA subsidies so that 40 million people don't lose their health care. So what exactly is going on? Well, thanks to the big, beautiful bullshit bill that got passed last year. That's Donald Trump's atrocious budget there that gives all the money to ICE and takes it away from everything else. Because of that, the subsidies for the ACA, aka Obamacare, are going away. And if that goes away, then healthcare premiums for 40 million people are going to skyrocket. So it's pretty freaking bad. Now, you may have heard that premiums at an average nationwide are going to go up 26%. And you go, okay, 26% is a lot of money, but that's not crippling. Well, that's not exactly true. So first off, we have some states that actually use healthcare.gov as the marketplace, and then other states which have set up their own marketplaces. Those states which have set up their own marketplaces will see a lower increase at around 26%. States that use healthcare.gov will go up by 30%, but that's just the average. It all depends on how much money you make, what kind of coverage you have, and if your state has taken the extra subsidies that are offered by the government or not. So some places like Maryland, which have done it the smart way, you may see an increase of 30%. Sucks, but it's mostly manageable for most people. Like, let's imagine you pay $100 a month, with this bullshit because nobody pays $100 a month. But let's imagine that you'd be paying $130. It's like, okay, you could squeeze it, right? Some states, such as Colorado, it will be 101%. So now you're paying twice what you just paid for the exact same thing. That's pretty freaking bad. Imagining any bill you have increasing by 100%. You know, like your power bill or your water bill or something. Imagine that. That's pretty fucking awful. Seeing how most people pay several hundred a month for their health care, that's atrocious. New Jersey, for example, it will go up by 175%. So that's almost 200%. So imagine you pay $200 for your health care. By this time next month, you're going to be paying almost $600. That's what we're looking at here. So this is pretty fucking bad, right? And people are going to hurt because what's going to happen is that people are just not going to pay for healthcare. Remember, we don't actually have the fine anymore that, originally with the ACA, if you didn't pay for healthcare, then you had to pay a $700 fine or whatever out of your taxes. They took that away years ago. So now there's no penalty for not following the ACA, for not going on the exchanges and getting healthcare, right? The way that it was designed, they took the teeth out of it. So people are just not going to buy it now because it's going to be too goddamn expensive because the Republicans want it to be expensive, right? Please remember that they don't actually have their own healthcare plan. We've been waiting for the Republican healthcare plan for years and years and years. Like 8 years ago, Donald Trump said, yeah, I'll have my healthcare plan in 2 weeks. It was like 8 years ago. It was like 2017. He still doesn't fucking have it. He was president, then he wasn't president, then he's re-elected president again. He still doesn't have it because they don't have an actual plan. There is no plan on the Republican side, right? Their plan is for you to just die. That's their plan. Their plan is for you to pay the fuck up the nose with everything you have, lose your house, lose your job, lose everything because you get sick and then die. And their friends in the healthcare industry run away with all the goddamn money. Okay, that's their fucking plan. So, you know something? I'm glad. I think we should keep the government shut down because the Republicans run everything and they've been doing a very shitty job over this. It hasn't even been a year. It's October, for fuck's sake. Look at the difference of how we're living now than how we were living in October of 2024. Major fucking difference. Okay, this is the line in the sand here. I don't think people can take another increase, after all the inflation, after all the layoffs, right? After Donald Trump's fucking tariffs completely just destroyed the economy now. We've got, prices up the fucking wazoo for like normal shit that you were paying normal amounts for by this time last year. Your grocery prices have increased like fucking crazy. We're seeing corporations laying people off like fucking nuts. In fact, I've got an actual tweet here. This is recent layoff amounts. UPS, 48,000 people getting laid off. Amazon, up to 30,000 employees. Intel, 24,000 people. Nestle, 16,000. Accenture, 11,000. I actually used to work for those guys. Ford, 11,000. I mean, just look at this. Salesforce, 4,000. Paramount, 2,000. Target, 1,800. Look at this. And this is all in like one day. How the fuck are we supposed to recover from this? The economy is fucked because of Donald Trump. Because Donald Trump is too fucking stupid to know what a fucking tariff is. And while all this shit is happening, we have jackbooted fucking thugs running around in the streets, throwing people in fucking cars and speeding away, not showing their faces, not showing badges. People's families are being abducted and thrown into prisons. They don't even know where the fuck they are. They're deporting people who come from south of the border, South America, stuff like that. They're deporting them to places in fucking Africa that they've never have nothing to do with. People that are from Venezuela being deported to the Congo and shit like that. And speaking of Venezuela, Donald Trump is just straight up murdering people in Venezuela. He's blowing up people in boats there, claiming that they're drug dealers, but we don't actually have any proof that these people are drug dealers. They could be out fucking water skiing for all we know, right? They're just blowing people away. And now Donald Trump is basically clamoring for a fucking ground invasion of Colombia and Venezuela in order to, stop drugs? Stop drugs, for fuck's sake? That's supposed to be a job for the police. It's fucking bullshit. And basically it's an administration which is out of control. That's what's going on right now. The Republican Party, Donald Trump, his presidency, they're out of fucking control. They're cutting everything for their rich criminal friends while the rest of us are left picking up the pieces, and there's not much left. How are people supposed to absorb a shock of 175% rate increase on their healthcare, right? They won't. And now you're going to see the entire fucking healthcare industry collapse. And so you know what? I think good. Keep the government shut down. I think the Democrats should not bail on this. They should stick to it no matter what until they get what they want. Because this is it. This is the line in the sand. You know why? Because fuck Donald Trump. Fuck the conservatives. Fuck the Republicans. We are right. They are wrong. They want to kill people. This will result in the deaths of 50,000 people annually. That's how many people are going to die because they won't have health insurance, and they'll be relying on things like emergency room visits and stuff to treat things like cancer. It's out of fucking control. I'm standing with them, so I think they should keep it shut down. I think they should keep it shut down until the military doesn't get paid, until ICE doesn't get paid, until everybody connected to the government doesn't get paid. I think they should stick with it because then all that shit gets shut down. And, the ball is in the Republicans' court. They run everything. Okay, they have the majorities in both houses. They have the Supreme Court. They have the presidency. They can make this shit end tomorrow if they wanted to. But they won't because Republicans are fucking assholes and they don't give a shit about you. Anyway, folks, that's all I got. I will make more videos. I know. Just wanted to put one out here to make sure you guys didn't forget who I am. Stay cool, stay safe, everyone, and I will speak to you all next time. Adios. Hello folks, if you like what I do and you want to support the channel, please consider buying something from my Etsy shop, supporting me on Patreon, liking and subscribing, and checking me out across my social media links listed below. Thank you all so much, and see you next time.